afternoon baseball here on the show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Boston Red Sox and the Toronto Blue Jays. J.D. Martinez looks to keep up the pace in the AL batting title race right after this. Matt Shoemaker gets the ball for the Blue Jays in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
Striding in, Alex Verdugo. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. First pitch of the at-bat. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon. It was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Yeah, Matty V, it hasn't been a very good homestand. And Dero, through the first 5 games of this set, 1-4, that's not going to get it done at this level.
Yeah, and have lost in a variety of ways, whether it be on some bad pitching, some mistakes in the middle of the zone, untimely defense, not swinging the bats well. They have to find a way to get this win today.
Heck of a job by the batter right there. You would have thought he bought himself a fastball, but gets an off-speed pitch, doesn't try and do too much, and drives it for a base hit.
Here now is Rafael Devers. As we take a look there at the difference in his numbers between June and July. First pitch of the at-bat. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Shoemaker has exactly 50 wins at the big league level in his career. Verdugo gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And he falls behind 0-2. Shoemaker has registered just under 110 innings on the mound and hangs an ERA just a little over 3.5. Here it comes on 0-2. Lifted down the line in left. Left fielder giving chase. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Batting third, the designated hitter, J.D.
And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez, who had a strong showing at the plate in the first half, currently sitting in 3rd place in the league's batting race.
Yeah, well within striking distance to get himself a batting championship title here. He's going to have to put together a nice second half to get it done, though.
From the belt, the pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle to second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Eduardo Rodriguez, a Venezuelan left-hander, will be the man on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Eduardo Rodriguez has come a long way in a short period of time. Really needs to command the off-speed pitches. A lefty that brings a big arm and a big power fastball. 93 to 96 miles an hour. A good assortment of breaking pitches. The key for Rodriguez, getting ahead with his fastball.
Stepping up now, Bo Bichette. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. The pitch. Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon. They've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty. Dan, this team is playing well. They're getting closer in the division race. I guess my question to you, I want to ask you, did you find that you started to really pitch better as the summer months started to get hotter?
No doubt about it. Not only does his team start feeling better, but I think you get a good vibe starting to go throughout the clubhouse. You realize that the schedule is starting to wind itself down. Every game is more important. The bigger the game, hopefully the better you play. And this team's been playing some really good baseball lately.
The 2-1. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
He showed right there why having a good changeup is so valuable. 2-2, and he flips one up there that the bottom really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up, and it's even harder to make good contact with.
Stepping in now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. And despite his success with the bat this year, he's going through a really tough stretch in recent games, batting under the Mendoza line over his last 10.
Yeah, he struggled the last 10 games, no doubt about it, but the sample size in the first half is too big. It's only going to take one swing for him to get right back on track.
On to Moreland, and that's in time for the second out.
Batting third, the left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that brings up the exciting Lourdes Gurriel Jr. First offering on its way. And looking at his post-All-Star break performance, his pace has slowed down a bit, but not to the point where there's any real reason for concern just yet.
Yeah, he's certainly slowed. His timing looks a little bit off these last 10 games, but still finding a way to work that one knock a night in there and keep everybody off his back. I think he figures it out pretty quick here.
Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, Dan, I know there's not a clear scouting report with Darryl. I'll tell you what, you're going to know in the first 2 innings where he's going to be.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And a big swing and a miss here. 2 strikes. 2 out, nobody on. Hit back up the middle. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, dealing in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
And he'll dive back in. So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. And he's really continued to look great in the second half of the season. Over the last 10 games, hitting over 300.
He's been so consistent all year. His timing, just his presence in the box. It doesn't look like this is going away anytime soon. Probably going to battle for a batting title the rest of the way.
1-2.
The count is 1-2.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. A runner on first with 2 away. Now he drops a changeup on him. Strike 3 called, and a great pitch there to retire the side. Blue Jays held in check, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Second inning set to go, and that'll bring up the power hitting shortstop Xander Bogaerts.
Xander Bogaerts.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Jumped ahead with strike 1 there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels. Hey, D-Row, are you aware of this? After that knock right there, that's an 11-game hitting streak. You think he knows it's at 11?
I think he knows exactly that it's at 11. It starts off innocent. You just want to get a few knocks to get the hitting coach off your back. Next thing you know, you wake up, you've been sleeping easy for almost a week, 8 days. Now we're on 11. This guy's dinner tastes different.
Coming to the plate now, Mitch Moreland, as you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. A runner at first with no outs here. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. 2-1 to the Red Sox first baseman.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Ground ball right side. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
That is good.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. First and second here with nobody out. Oh, 0-2 the count to Benintendi. On its way, the 0-2 pitch.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
In the dirt here. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Here now the 2-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here, from down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
None out, runners at first and second. Lifted down the line in left, and this will wind up a foul ball. Payoff pitch one more time. Ball 4.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Digging in now, Michael Chavis, and he's looking to turn things around. Ice cold at the plate in recent action. He's set. Here it comes.
Pitcher on the mound has to find a way to minimize damage right here. Gotta believe he's willing to trade 2 outs for a run.
A 1 pitch on its way. Fly ball into straightaway left. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate. and drive some runs in.
Count even now at 1-1. 1-2 to the Red Sox catcher.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Fisher's under it. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. Now the relay home. And he is in there at the plate. It's now a 2-0 game.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
At the plate, Jackie Bradley Jr. as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Still only one out in the inning. Called strike 0-2. Bradley, or JBJ as the initials read. He's currently on a 1-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down in the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously, the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
And the next up will be Alex Verdugo, as the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. He singled to open up the ball game. The 1-0. Changed up on him as this is grounded to second. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Red Sox 2, the Jays nothing. Stepping in for the Jays, Billy McKinney, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Now here it comes. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. And he struck him out.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
So now to the plate, Kevin Biggio, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Got his 2-0 fastball, but he was way behind. 2-1.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
All even now, 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
The first baseman, Brandon Drury.
Brandon Drury will bat next, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. He'll step in here at 275. 4 home runs and an even 20 RBIs. Now the 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2. Drury, a native Oregonian. He was a 13th round pick back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1.
Nope, that's inside.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Batting eighth, the catcher, number 9.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and that'll bring in Danny Jansen. As a look, now the pitch.
Ball that's upstairs.
Now the 1-0. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. 2 out with the man at first. Again, another foul ball. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1 left for Toronto. They trail it here 2-0. Digging in for his second at-bat, Rafael Devers. He flew out in his last at-bat.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First offering on its way. Oh, what a pitch to start the at-bat there. It's 0-1.
Hey, I can't have one of my best left-handed power bats fishing for balls off the plate.
Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
That's outside.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone, but I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Now batting,
Here's J.D. Martinez.
Martinez.
Here's the first pitch to him. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. We mentioned his position in the batting race earlier in the game, and with a batting average above the 400 mark over his last 10 games, it's a little scary to think that he might be getting better as the season wears on.
Yeah, you watch this guy knock the donut off the bat. He strides to the plate with nothing but confidence, and rightfully so. He's been swinging a hot bat lately. Last 10 games really has turned it up a notch.
Tried to shoot the corner, and he missed it. 2-2. Fastball at the knees, maybe even below the knees, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 away.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. Line down the left field line. But this is foul near the seats. Two out, nobody on. breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And the off-balance throw is right there for the third out, and a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. Down in order go the Red Sox as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead.
Welcome back as the Blue Jays look to get their bats going in the third inning. And you can say they've been trying to do that pretty much all year. Entering the day, they rank near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results we need. Now, one coach told me that despite the numbers being what they are, he's seeing a lot of development happening, so he's optimistic about what the future holds, especially for some of their younger players. Back to you, Matt.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Derek Fisher swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1.
As this game progresses, I don't think he's going to want to miss in that spot down the middle of the plate much more. It's early. They're a little less aggressive right now, so he's able to get away with it.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Man, when you're struggling at the plate, that pitcher smells blood in the water. He's coming right after you, trying to end it quick.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball.
Tried to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, 1 away.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
Standing in now, Bo Bichette. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The 1-0 home. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. Bichette, a native Floridian. This is his second year as a major leaguer. And it's 2 balls and a strike to the Jays leadoff batter. 1 out, nobody on. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Boy, it's been a rough go through these middle innings so far. This offense right now really doesn't have an answer for anything that he's throwing. He's attacking up, down, in and out in the strike zone. He's been awfully dominant up to this point.
At the plate now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Look out, 1-1.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the tying run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
The 1-1 home. Line to the right side, but a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. They're still down. It's 2-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Mitch Moreland. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth.
Moreland.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
The windup and the 0-1.
Nope, outside.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Three and one.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with one strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And not the kind of swing you're looking for. 3-1 as it runs to a full count now. 3-2. Hit hard but foul. Again, he sends it out of play. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Well, when you go with a slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
In now, Andrew Benintendi reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Ball, that's outside.
Now the 1-0 is a changeup that drops below the knees for a ball.
They obviously circled him before the game that they were not going to let him beat them. Walked him his first time up, and now they're nibbling again.
Hit on the ground to third. Scooped up. There's one. On to first, and it's a double play. The second they've hit into in these first 4 innings. And there are 2 away now.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
So stepping in, Michael Chavis. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ground ball foul down the left side. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. And they set up away with the fastball, but it misses. 3-1. Francisco Cervelli would be next. The 3-1. And this is taken for a ball. He walked him, and the Sox have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Now at the plate, Francisco Cervelli, man at first after the 2-out walk. Has a look, now the pitch.
0-1.
Here's the 0-1.
Ball.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
1-1. Lined hard to the left side, but foul. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. All right, back to him on the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. leading off the inning, Lourdes Gurriel, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. Gloved by Bogarts. And the throw here is in time. Very nicely done there at short for the first out. And now the Toronto number 4 hitter, Teoscar Hernandez. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in the set-back.
Now the 1-0 is a fastball whiffed on for a strike. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Couldn't lay off that time, and it's 1-2.
This hitter right now looks overmatched with a fastball. I think you go right back to it.
The 1-2.
Would love to have a meeting at the mound right now with the pitcher. Don't understand that pitch down and in with a fastball with 2 strikes. Maybe he's looking for a ground ball.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game. That'll bring up Billy McKinney. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First offering on its way. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. Popped up. And no one will get this one. 2 out, nobody on. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Blue Jays go down in order. They're down 2-0. All set for the start of the inning, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Jackie Bradley Jr. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And they start him out away with a called strike.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown the first pitch strike to.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Pops this one up. Therefore, it is Guerrero, and that's the first out. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Alex Verdugo. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Popped him up. Guerrero has a play. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting,
Rafael Devers, the next to bat. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit in the air out to left field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. No, they have not scored yet, but they have been successful in running up the pitch count, something they feel will eventually pay dividends on the scoreboard as the starter gets tired and they are forced to go to the bullpen. For now, they're sticking to the plan.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Next to bat for Toronto, Kevin Biggio. He leads off from the bottom of the fifth as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Quite an interesting outing up to this point as we head into the middle innings. He's pitching quite well, but you look at his first pitch strike percentage, less than 40%. That's going to be something he's going to need to clean up moving forward.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Fouled off. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. Now here it comes.
I got to count 2 and 2.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
The 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
Full count still.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Into the box, Brendan Drury. As with one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike one. He'll step in here at 275. 4 home runs and an even 20 RBIs. Down the first baseline. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Standing in, Danny Jansen. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Now the pitch.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
Behind 0-2 now. A 1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. They trail it here 2-0. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and that'll bring up the dangerous bat of J.D. Martinez. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Count 1-0.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. One 1-0 pitch on the way. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Left fielder looking up. Still going back. Gone to lead off the inning. So a solo shot here to left center field, number 28 on the season, as the Red Sox have moved out 3-0.
Boy, talk about when you're hot, you're hot. Hits 2 bombs yesterday and another long bomb so far today. When this guy gets hot, he's near impossible to stop. I'm not giving this guy a pitch anywhere close to hit.
Here comes a Toronto skipper out toward the pitcher's mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. Thomas Pannone takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning.
Number 45.
And that brings in Xander Bogaerts. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. The 1-0 home.
No, that's low.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
Great call that time, as they caught him thinking fastball. It's 2-1. No outs, nobody on. To 2-2 now.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball? Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
Bichette picks it up cleanly on the first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Now batting.
There's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. Here it comes. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hole. 0-2.
Wow, what makes it so tough to be a hitter is to be able to hit and change his speeds, right? You're geared up for the fastball, and all of a sudden he pulls the string and throws you the straight change, the dreaded equalizer.
Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. As he'll take a breaking ball in off the plate for ball 1. Benintendi swings the bat and throws from the left side and stands in at 5'10" tall. He was a first-round pick back in the 2015 MLB. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. The Red Sox tack on one more thanks to the solo home run. Bottom of the 6th coming up. Boston leads it 3-0. Derek Fisher the next to bat. Will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that quite frankly has been non-existent today.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
First offering on its way. The bouncer to the left side. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
The batter, number 11.
1 out now in the Toronto 6th inning. And in to bat next, the legacy Bo Bichette. First pitch coming. Here it is. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
Hit to first. Moreland is there. Throw gets him 2 down. Ready for another shot now. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
1-1.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Into center field. Line drive, base hit. So a nice job there by the 2-hole hitter to extend the inning for the middle of the order.
We take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that brings up the exciting Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Inside, ball 1.
This is why pitching is so difficult. You're cruising along to give up a hit. Now you've got to lock in and get this middle part of the order done.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. And this hops over the wall out there for a ground rule double. And maybe a tough break as that'll freeze the runner at third with 2 gone.
Off the bat, it looked like that might bring their first run of the game across. But those hopes ended quickly when it hopped over the wall. Everyone gets 2 bases on a ground rule double, so the runner from first is forced to stay at third, and the next guy is going to have to be the one to put them on the board.
0 for 2 for him to this point. Ready with the 0-1.
Well, the Blue Jays have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. They're hoping they get it right now. This would sure be a good time.
Here's the 1-1. And it's fouled away. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ball game, and that'll end the inning. Blue Jays leave a pair. They trail it here 3-0. Justin Miller is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 60, Justin Miller.
So here's Michael Chavis now. It was a walk in his last trip.
Michael Chavis.
He's set and the pitch. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Comes set, and the 0-1 is taken for strike 2. Chavis, a native of Georgia. He's a second-year big leaguer. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch.
I got the count 1-2.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Into the box now, Francisco Cervelli, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. Bases are empty, one man out. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
2-0 count, the pitch. This one's down to third. On to first, and there are two down.
Now batting.
Coming to the plate now, Jackie Bradley Jr. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot off the bat of Jackie Bradley Jr. Number 10 for him on the year. As the Red Sox open it up even further. It's now 4-0.
Yeah, and you could see he just made a mistake. He was cruising in the seventh, getting the first two outs, but then he offered up one that caught a little bit too much of the plate. This one got up and out of here, ruining what looked like a good appearance out of the bullpen.
Now batting. Right fielder, Alex.
In now, Alex Verdugo. As he'll lay off a slider too low, ball one. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Now the 1-0. And he fouls this one off. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses for the second ball. 2 out, nobody on. Into the corner and slicing foul. Fouled away. The 2-2 one more time is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Ladies and gentlemen,
It's Jackie Bradley Jr. who hits the jackpot with this big swing. Get up and stretch. It's now 4-0 Boston. At the plate, Billy McKinney. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Set to deliver the 0-1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
now that.
At the plate, Kevin Biggio. No hits to this point. Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball in.
1 out, nobody on. He grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. And it's gone. Solo shot to right center. 12 home runs for him now thus far. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
What a great feeling right there as he circles the pillows. Finally able to get this offense potentially going with one swing of the bat. Being shut out all game, but not anymore.
Now the Red Sox skipper's up out of the dugout and on his way toward the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll leave here with one out in the 7th as he now hopes the bullpen can go ahead and get him the W. Darwinzon Hernandez takes the call from the pen as he'll try to get the final 2 outs of this 7th frame.
Hernandez. The first baseman, number 3.
To the plate now, Brandon Drury fouled off. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Comes set with the 0-1.
Nope, that's down.
And now Boston's bullpen springs into action. A left-hander and a right-hander begin to throw. The 1-1 home.
Nope, that's inside.
Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Now batting, number 9.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and that'll bring in Danny Jansen. From the belt, the pitch.
Nope, that's the ball. Counts 1-0.
The 1-0.
Nope, upstairs.
Runners on first with 1 down. Three and 0 now. Derek Fisher waits on deck. The 3-0. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
Now batting, center fielder, Derek.
Stepping up to the plate, Derek Fisher. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. From the stretch.
Oh, that's inside.
Ooh, he's really in trouble, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. This guy needs to find the strike zone in the worst way.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Outside, 2-1.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Verdugo waits on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Matt Barnes takes the mound now, and it appears he's being brought in to face the right-handed batter who waits next.
Yeah, you usually don't hear the term righty specialist very often, but that's kind of how they're using him here, Matt. Most hitters have a harder time against pitchers of the same handedness, so we'll see if this move pans out.
Bo Bichette will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. From the belt, the pitch. Barnes is a guy known for his lights-out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than one occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty V, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems like he's either really hit and miss. He'll rack up a lot of strikeouts, but if he's not quite on, he'll also rack up a lot of base on balls. And that can cause a pitching coach and a manager to really start to pull their hair out.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
Outside, that's the ball.
2 down, runners at first and second. Line to the right side. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. Here now the 2-2.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Now the payoff pitch home. Hit down the third baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. The payoff pitch one more time. Line hard to the left side, but this is a foul ball. He's set. Here's the 3-2, and it's fouled away. Weekly hit to third. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. So it may be too little too late, but they're on the board here in the late going. We're through 7 this afternoon. The Red Sox 4 and the Blue Jays 1. Wilmer Font has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 63, Wilmer.
New inning set to get underway, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Rafael Devers.
Rafael Devers.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And, oh, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. 0-1. The pitch. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike. And some action now in the Toronto bullpen as a right-hander starts to get loose. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing and another ball that I believe will find its way into the seats. Still 0-2. Line to the right side and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel to the ball, and this is one of those guys.
Stepping in now, J.D. Martinez. No balls and a strike to count. Eighth inning, 4-1 is our score. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that two-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
Grounded back up the middle, reined in to second for 1, on to first, and they turn the double play.
When a glove toss is executed successfully, it's a thing of beauty. When it fails, boy, does it look ugly. Here we get to see a great example of it to begin a double play. Quick and accurate with the flip, and they get the 2 outs.
So striding forward now, Xander Bogaerts. Lifetime in this matchup, just a 3 for 13 batting line. Here's the first pitch to him. 0-1 the count. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
That's just a great pitch right there. Great execution. He just got that hitter to think that pitch was knee-high. Nasty diving out of the zone.
Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. Red Sox go down quietly, but they lead it 4-1. Stepping into the box, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
Dangerous curveball that time, but laid off as it drops into the top of the zone.
This offense has been underachieving all day, putting way too much pressure on their own pitching staff. Someone has to have a quality AB and get this line going.
Hot shot on the ground is short. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And that's out number 1.
Now back.
Digging in and looking for more, Lourdes Gurriel. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. He's set. Here it comes.
1-0.
Got to find a way to scratch at least 1 across. You do not want to take on the monster closing the game down 3.
Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. And it's 1-2.
Count is 1-2.
Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Gurriel is retired. 2 down now. Teoscar Hernandez digging in now. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he'll miss the target away with the fastball. It's 1-0. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
Now the 2-0 is in there for strike 1.
You know, Matty, I'll never understand this. You work so hard throughout the course of the season and course of this game to get in 1-0, 2-0, 3-1 counts. Guarantee yourself a fastball 80 to 90% of the time, and he takes it. Just can't understand the methodology there.
And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. Blue Jays go down in order, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Ken Giles comes on to work now, and he's their usual closer, but this is obviously not a save opportunity.
Yeah, and this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't had a chance to come in and close a game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way, and he fouls this one off. Here comes the 0-1. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Boy, he center cut that fastball. It comes in the high 90s, but that's a dangerous location no matter how hard you're throwing.
He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. Misses. Ball 2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Long run for the left fielder, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And the Red Sox have something going. It's a leadoff double.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
At the plate now, Andrew Benintendi, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Too high that time, and it's 3-1.
Look, being a closer is one of the toughest jobs, and it's hard to dominate every chance you get. But he definitely looks off right now, making it interesting to say the least.
And he misses there for ball 4, so runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
Striding in for Boston, Michael Chavis. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 1-0 home.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Here's the 1-1. No contact there, and it's 1-2. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you could tell these things and exploit them.
Standing in now, Francisco Cervelli. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. This one's flared off to the right side, and that's going to fall for a base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with one away.
Get the ball for this man. He needs to put that on the mantle. He's been struggling. The season hasn't gone according to plan, but he's staying pot committed and grinded out a nice knock.
So here now is Jackie Bradley as he'll look at a slider that runs in too far for ball one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 home misses, ball 2.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
The 2-0 on the way. Lays off, and it's 3-0.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
Here it is. The 3-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
Taking all the way there, and a walk could be huge here, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's got the bat on his shoulder again on the next pitch.
Hit to short. And that's through into left, a base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate, make it 5-1.
Hey, that's what you try and do as an offense. You get a 4-run lead. They're a grand slam ahead, Dan, but you're a former closer warming up. When you see a 3-run lead and then your offense gets it to 4, you know that save situation's gone out the window. Don't tell me that didn't hurt you.
Oh, it does hurt you. Oh, it does, because, Dero, the only way you're going to get into this game is it has to be a save situation. You sit and watch 8 innings of baseball, you get up to warm up in the 9th, and you're all ready to go thinking, hey, I'm going to come in and get me a 3-out save, and all of a sudden you're out of the game because it's a 4-run lead. Of course you think about it as a reliever.
At the plate, Alex Verdugo, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get 2. To second for 1. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the inning. Red Sox settle for just the 1. One more shot coming up. Will go to the bottom of the 9th. It's the Red Sox 5 and the Blue Jays 1. Josh Taylor will come on now and make his 55th appearance of the year. All set for the bottom of the 9th. And that'll bring up the outfielder, Billy McKinney.
Billy McKinney.
First offering on its way. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. And some action now in the Boston bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. The 1-0 is taken high above the zone.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
Now the pitch.
Ball left up front. It's out for 3-1.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
3-2.
Ball hit high to the right side, but this will get into the seats. Foul.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
The next 3-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Into the box, Kevin Biggio. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Now the 1-0.
Inside, ball 2.
Bases are empty, one man out. And he gets this one over at the knees for the first strike. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Shot toward right center, and that'll split the gap as it should be extra bases. This will kick up against the wall now, and he is in at second base with a one-out double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
So digging in now, Brandon Drury. It was a walk in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Down.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
The 1-0 is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
And now a called strike that time as the zone expands a bit here. It's 2-1 now. Cut fastball, and there's strike two.
2-2.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. This is line to left. Benintendi is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are two gone now. And he's up to third safely now with two gone in the inning.
Number 9.
Up next is Danny Jansen, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball, that pitch was out.
Men on third with 2 down. Fouled away. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Final strike for the Blue Jays. Lays off 2-2 now.
Boy, that was an awfully close pitch right there. I know if I'm on the mound, I want that pitch called a strike. That's one of those that could go either way.
And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
2 outs here with a runner at third. Swing and a liner into right center. That's going to be a base hit. And the runner from third scores as they try and work their way back into this one. It's now a 5-2 game. And he is out at second base. And, partner, that's going to do it for this one.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
5-2 the final today. The Boston Red Sox took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Eduardo Rodriguez earns his 8th victory of the season, striking out 12 in the process. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.